Trudeau and his Liberals offside the Canadian public. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. For months now, the opposition parties have been asking the government, well, when are you going to take your electoral reform promises to a referendum? Once you decide how you want to change Canada's electoral system, will you put it to the people in a vote? So far, the Trudeau Liberals have said no, time and again. Well, this new poll shows that they are offside. Before I give you the results of this poll that show an overwhelming majority of Canadians want a referendum, let's remind you of some of the craziness that Maryam Monsef, the minister in charge of democratic institutions, has come up with, claiming that we couldn't possibly vote because not enough people vote, even claiming, well, Twitter.
Yesterday, the first day that we brought forward the conversation on electoral reform, the hashtag electoral reform on Twitter alone garnered nearly 12 million impressions in one day. This is the 21st century way, and we will ensure that all voices who don't traditionally engage are included in this conversation.
All right, now let's get to this poll from Ipsos. This is the world's largest polling firm, the polling firm with probably the best reputation in Canada, asking Canadians across the country how they feel about this. Now, this is the really interesting part. The overwhelming majority say they want a vote on changing the system, but that doesn't mean they want to keep the system as is, which is the claim by the Liberals. Look at this question. They asked, do you agree or disagree that Canada's electoral system works just fine the way it is? 48% either strongly or somewhat agreed with that, but 52% either strongly or somewhat disagreed, meaning a slight majority say, yeah, let's change the system somehow. But then when asked, okay, do you change it with or without a referendum? The numbers change dramatically. Across the country, a majority in every region of the country. Total, 73% of people across Canada say, don't change the system without going to the people. Now, it ranges from a high of 80% in Alberta to 63% in Quebec, but regardless, it is an overwhelming majority in every part of the country. This is the type of thing that Justin Trudeau cannot ignore. It's the type of response that we've been getting on our own, our petition, our initiatives to try and say, let the people have their say. You can't just have a committee dominated by Liberals choose a system that best suits their party and then have them ram it through on a system that they claim is unfair and needs to be changed. It doesn't make sense. If you haven't signed our petition yet, consider doing so. It's LetUsVote.ca. That's LetUsVote.ca. And then make sure that you share that petition on social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, email it to your friends and family. Let them know about it. You are in the majority if you are for sanity. Doesn't mean you have to agree with me on what kind of system we need. It just means that you likely agree that we should have a vote on how we vote.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.